Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So this is actually part 2 of the series of travel videos that I'm posting. If you haven't watched part 1 of the video, please click this icon over here and it'll lead you to part 1. Once you've seen part 1, you can come and watch part 2 of this video. So without further delay, let's straight get into the video. After saying bye to Mussoorie, we were on our way to Rishikesh, but before that there was a quick stop at Dehradun's famous place called as Robber's Cave, locally known as the Guchu Pani or the Gucci Pani. I don't know what is it exactly called as, but it's actually a river cave formation and it's mostly limestone, but the structures are amazing. The best time to visit this place is actually post monsoon because the water level is high. Right now, the water level was really low, but it was super crowded. And it's an amazing experience to actually see this rock formation. You can actually have really good time here, but the only thing is go early in the morning so there is not much crowd over here. And then we were on our way to Rishikesh. Now, on the way from Dehradun to Rishikesh, the roads are really beautiful. We even spotted some peacocks there, and suddenly the weather changed. It started raining in Rishikesh, and we had to walk couple of distance because our stay was next to Lakshman Jhula, and Lakshman Jhula was shut down for pedestrians, and we had no idea about it. So we had to take a ferry. The ferry cost about 50 bucks. It's just a 5 minutes ferry across Ganga River. This was my first time seeing this holy Ganga River, and it was beautiful. Our hotel cancelled our stay last minute, and so we decided to first eat something. So we went to this beautiful cafe called as the Ganga View Cafe. It is very next to the Bara Manzil Mandir, which is on the other side of the Ganga. After doing some paid puja, we decided to search for a stay. And guess what? Right across the Bara Manzil Mandir, there is a nice dharmasala, and we got to stay here. Again, it was a very local experience. That's the Bara Manzil Mandir, and opposite to that is a dharmasala. We just paid 300 bucks for a night, and the stay was so comfortable. So they have the mandir on the ground floor, and the first floor are where you can lodge and you can stay. The rooms were pretty simple but spacious, and there were all the amenities that one requires. It was one of a kind of experience to stay in a dharmashala. Now, this place is right next to Lakshman Jhula, and this is the view of Lakshman Jhula in the night. We decided to spend some time Ganga ke kinare. It was one of the best time and moments. And then the next day, my friends decided to do river rafting. Unfortunately, due to some reasons, I couldn't do river rafting. But I got to spend this day with my cousin, who was back then staying in Rishikesh. Her name is Arjina, and she got her scooty, and we went around exploring Rishikesh on her scooty. And it was fun to try different places in Rishikesh. After crossing these wonderful bridges, our first destination was the Rajaji National Park. Now, this park actually spreads across 820 kilometers, which includes three districts of Uttarakhand: Haridwar, Dehradun, and Pauri Garhwal. There were a lot of things inside this Rajaji National Park. One of the famous place is the Beatles Ashram. You must have seen these structures in many Bollywood movies as well. Then we headed to the Chavrasi Kutia, which is again a part of the Rajaji Tiger Reserve. These were once upon a time an international academy of meditation, and they had constructed these beautiful small sadhana houses for meditation purpose. This place was a training center for students of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who was the person who devised the transcendental meditation technique. And now, currently, you can see the ruins of these places, but once upon a time, I believe it must have been really beautiful. I wish I could have visited this place when it was fully functional. And if you see, these are made from rocks that were collected from the river Ganga. So these rocks are actually from river Ganga. We had a little of snacks, and then we visited a small museum around which showed the different tigers and animals that are in this national park. And then we headed to a place, I forgot the name of this place, but we wanted to try some pahadi food, and that's what we tried here. I even tried the bhang wali chutney. That's that one, bhang ki seed wali chutney. Post lunch, Arjina took me to see this artificially formed waterfall. So we had to hike a bit and then reach again. I couldn't get to the water, but then it was a lovely sight, and the water was so chilling cold. The season is actually summer season, so it's very hot outside, but the water is chilling cold. And then we came to this part of Rishikesh. So opposite side you can see is the national park. Then there's the river, and this is actually river heading to Haridwar. So it takes kind of a 90-degree turn from Rishikesh and then it's headed towards Haridwar. And that passage is beautiful for driving. And in the evening, we came for the Aarti, the Ganga Aarti. This is again a site worth visiting if you're visiting Rishikesh. It's a completely different experience. Now, I decided to spend the night with my cousin and her family. We picked up some jalebis and they were really tasty. And then I decided to switch off my camera. I had lovely dinner at her place and we also went for an evening walk. This is more like the marine drive of Rishikesh. This is where the river takes a 90-degree turn. And it was lovely spending this time in Rishikesh. The place is really quiet. It has a completely different feeling. You feel so soothing and so relaxed over here. And the next day, she dropped me back to my stay. So this was the end of part 2, and we will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.